Beneath that clock, on the 24th of April 1916, a young man named Padraig Pearse stood beneath that clock and he read out a proclamation of an Irish Republic, asking the men and women of Ireland to take up arms and fight for their freedom. Resulting in a 6-day rebellion, in which 15 of the main leaders were captured, 14 executed in Kilmainham jail, one in the UK. This led on to the War of Independence, the Irish Civil War, and Ireland eventually became a free state, as we know it, in 1922. We did not gain the status of a republic until 1949. As I said, the stop of O'Connell Street, yes, we gained the status of a republic in 1949. Now, O'Connell Street, let me explain that to Daniel O'Connell, the great liberator. He was the man who achieved through an act of Parliament in 1829 Catholic emancipation, giving the Catholics of Ireland and the right to practice their religion and a generous rights have been denied the implementation of penal laws. Say that specifically. On a farmer with 5 acres, speak their own language, school, a woman and a horse to for the 5 pounds. And you could prevent that to an act of Parliament. That's exactly how life is in Ireland. O'Connell Bridge, built in 1794 as Carlisle Bridge, but renamed in 1880s after it was rebuilt. O'Connell Bridge, 50 metres from one side of the river to the other, 40 miles, 45 metres in width, it's longer than it is wider. 2 yards of long. And the river, if you were in the good river, it divides our city north and south. And when these lights go green, we're going to make our way onto the south side. On the street called Devere Street. Now, Devere Street gets its name after the 1788 Sheriff of Dublin, a gentleman named Jeremiah Delia, funnily enough. He was a French Huguenot and lace maker. That's how he made his fortune. He was also Lord Mayor of Dublin at one stage. And he would have lived on this road ahead of us. If we get out prison way ahead of us on the left-hand side, this is home. We get north side and the south side of Dublin. There was kind of a friendly rivalry between the two sides of the city. We cut the grass. On the south side, we're going to mow the lawn. We said the south side, the north side, we give us the footpaths and the handbags. So again the street there, on the left hand side, that was Jeremiah Delia. But on the south side of the traffic, we have the North Buildings and the student accommodation of Trinity College. Now this college dates back to 1592. 1592, that's 100 years after the late Columbus discovered America. That's how old it is. 1592 was founded under the monarchy of Queen Elizabeth I of England. And she lived in a land that had been confiscated by her father Henry VIII and the rest of England. Standing on 14 acres. Originally on the island of Iona, Scottish coast. Then the fleeing Viking persecution came to Ireland. The smallest village north of Dublin called Kells in County Meath, where they finished the book Hence the Title. And you will find that in the long room of the old library. Which I'll show you how to get there in a moment, but I want to point out the main entrance to the college, which is coming up on our left. Now this is the main entrance coming up on my left of the college. It is flanked by 2 statues. William Burke and Oliver Goldsmith to our left here. The first statue, William Burke, 2 scholars who attended the college. William Burke here looks like he's about to start doing the Macarena. Oliver Goldsmith's reading his book, and I'm more interested in what's going on around him. Yeah, heard it all before. But here, this is here with Gage Goldsmith. Unfortunately, the smallest wooden door is open. If you open the big door, you get a chance to see into the main courtyard, where there is a bell tower with archway beneath, and this is called the campanile. The lady of the true virtue of the this bell tower, that bell will be automatic. Jesus Maria has mine no longer. So, graphically, anyone sees outside the shops on a right there pedestrian area. Where you find the type of shops that if you ask the price, you can't afford it. And then we come on to Masswell Street, now the traditional Irish town. On the right there we have the slipper shop. Or handmade Irish goods, you know, flat tops, tweed blazers, candlesticks, picture frames. You know that sort of crap you bring back for people. Now what more fun facts we got about these Jordans? Oh yes, because ladies didn't bathe very often, they had very poor complexion. And this was being disguised by wearing a very heavy waxy makeup. That of course was made of wax. Now back then, the only form of heating these big houses would have been by open fire. So if you were sitting in front of an open fire blazing away there with a plate full of wax, well, it wouldn't have been much laughter. And if it would get too hot, the face would begin to droop and warp, or there would be an approach by the chair to say, Madame, you are losing face. So they do as small as a wooden screen, but half a metre by half a metre squared, and she'd cover her face, the rest of her body would stay warm. Her face would It's the first car registered in Dublin every single year in 1994. Our good goes there to Ray McAdam, and he's in power, he's in the office for 1 year, from June to June. And also to the right is here, this scary church with the red doors. This is St. Anne's Parish Church, church in the heart of the city. The reason for this day is that the 4th of December 1978, a 21-year-old lady named Florence Carter stood up married in that church. The gentleman she married, Abraham Stoker, better known as Bram Stoker, also Dracula. Now, few people realise Bram Stoker is from Dublin, she's the house is open, it's still standing today. It's about 2 kilometres ahead of us at the crow fires. He was a stupid tree point in his youth. During his younger years, quite a lot of house and everyone constantly sitting there, but he would be visited by his grandmother. Due to his music, he did his story to his country to Canada, and this belief is and in bracket, the word bracket, it comes from the corruption of the 2 words in the Irish language, ruch and ula, and ruch is what is it. example, people come to the establishment at 8 p.m. in the evening. They then proceed to take out the mortgage and go to Irish have a drink. 9 o'clock they don't have to remortgage. They'll come up with €2. And again at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 a.m. they close the doors, count all the winnings, and do it all again the next night. So what I would do is pick up your coats, bags of them, that's what happens in Dublin, and send it over to the country. It's the same basic shape, basic vacuum. Next turkey one of the first ones. The movement is very late 63 things are on the top. And that bell car for 19 bells. Now the 1880s, a massive storm hit Dublin, damaging its computer quite badly, and had to be restored by a local whiskey distiller, a man named Henry Rowe. And he paid for the restoration himself, mainly because he was trying to gain favour with the church. Back then the church was such a ground on which to serve. They were critical. They were drinking red wine. It was going on nothing. Now he was moved to his own disease back to the country. They were used as a perfume. People realised that the taste was a nightmare than a small hat, and they called it fish to the hat. Also restored. This only was restored by a man named Sir Benjamin Guinness of the Guinness family, and paid for by the Guinness family. And vis-a-vis the toilets, the grounds on our left here past the entrance, you will see a statue of Sir Benjamin Guinness on our left. Sitting on the throne here with a very pensive. And people say he's holding